This project came about through a conversation between NDPC and then IRC on some of the thinking through some of the things we should do or we can do to spur up action in the WASH sector, especially as we race towards the SDG deadline of 2030. So we decided jointly that, well, it may be good to identify some good practices that are being done in the country, not always going to look out for what others are doing in their country and trying to mimic those. But let's ask around, let's look around what is working well in Ghana, and then document these initiatives and then draw out the lessons from them to be able to upscale it, sell the stories, and encourage other people to follow suit.
This program or initiative couldn't have come at a better time. As you are aware, we have just about 10 years to hit the 2030 target for the SDGs. And if 5 years have passed that quickly, I bet you the 10 years would come within a blinking of an eye. It will be with us very soon. And it is good time to take stock of where we are and then identify innovative ways through which we can accelerate progress towards achieving the SDGs.
We've gathered here today for a very important occasion. Important in the sense that it's covering three of the key things for which without them you cannot survive as a human being, and definitely this planet can also not survive.
Water, sanitation and hygiene.
The promotion of water and sanitation is very, very cardinal to the whole development process. And I have with me here the coordinated program for economic and social development policies
from 2017 to 2024.
IRC is an international non-governmental organization. We support governments and in partnership with other organizations work towards improving on the systems that drive the delivery of water and sanitation services. In line with this, we have an agreement with government of Ghana to support in the development of the systems that are required to drive the delivery of SDGs in Ghana. And it is in this light that we collaborated with the National Development Planning Commission to document best practices for the delivery of water and sanitation in Ghana.
We saw that some of these WSMTs was very strong and very, very functional. Well, others, to be frank with you, were not forthcoming as we observed. But we believe that if we could leverage on this functionality and the strength that we saw in some of these districts going forward, it can also help us. We know that CWSA is also working on addressing some of these by professionalizing the WSMTs going forward. So it's something that we can look into it to accelerate that potential. Thank you very much.
We've come to the highlight of today's event, which is the launch of the WASH report. And I have the pleasure to invite the Director General of NDPC, Dr. Mensah-Abrampa, to do us this August assignment. Doc, you have the floor.
I saw the birth of them. I saw the one at Asitifi North, at Kenyasi, and then also I saw the one at Wasa East. And one of the things that I would like to mention is that it takes leadership to get these things done. And therefore, I take this opportunity to thank all of you, IRC, particularly the two young men who came to my office and talked about it, I thank the country director a lot for thinking through and then initiating this process with her team. And I also thank my NDPC group that also accompanied and not only thinking through it, but also going along to the field to see what they are documenting, so that they could be key witnesses. They will be able to explain it in the practical form to serve as a good learning opportunity for us. On that note, on this day, I duly launch this book, Good Practices of WASH in Ghana, which was led by National Development Planning Commission with the able support and able partnership with IRC Ghana and the team, the wonderful team there. We will do well to sell it around, then make sure that it becomes one of the key things which DC chief executives will always make reference to. I do launch this.
This is very, very important. Important in the sense that, as you've heard, for many a times, we do very good things hiding in certain parts in the country, and those very good things never come out. And because these things do not come out, we kept on repeating and going around the whole cycle again whenever there's a new initiative. But these lessons, and that is what the experience the IRC and NDPC are bringing together, that NDPC is responsible for collecting all these good practices, pulling them together, and then using it to shape policy and also advise government in its pursuit. And therefore, the good things that are done at the local level, at the corners in this country, this is an opportunity which has pulled it together. The lessons from these 3 districts, and these are 3 popular districts, and I know that this is not the first time they are going through some of these piloting cases. They've been cases for piloting for many years for poverty, but these lessons are always there in the corners. The difference again is that it is the responsibility of NDPC to also advocate as part of its planning process, and therefore coming together at this time gives us an opportunity to advocate, to share with the respective ministries beyond even the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, to bring in the other cogent sectors which are also relevant in improving this situation. Definitely you cannot talk about water, sanitation and hygiene without talking about health, without talking about education, without talking about science and technology. And so these multidisciplinary activities require effective coordination. And that is what NDPC has come out today to really champion and undertake.